Stop wasting your time. Embrace Stoicism for a fulfilling life. Have you ever considered that the life you are currently leading might simply be a diversion from your true potential? Take a moment to reflect on this. How much of your daily routine is consumed by pursuits that ultimately hold little significance? Whether it's endlessly scrolling through social media, fretting over what others think of you, or striving to impress individuals who hardly acknowledge your existence, these distractions can take a toll. The Stoics, ancient philosophers known for their wisdom, believed that every moment of your life is a precious gift. However, how much of that gift are you squandering? Here's a stark reality: no one is coming to rescue you. No one will hand you the life you envision for yourself. It is entirely up to you to concentrate on your own growth, reclaim your power, and cease wasting your valuable time. In this video, I will guide you on how to stop pursuing distractions and begin living with intention, drawing on principles rooted in Stoicism as well as insights from dark psychology. These concepts will not only change your self-perception but also transform the way you approach life. Before we jump in, I encourage you to take a moment to commit to your personal growth. Comment below with "I choose growth over distraction" to let the world know you are ready to take back your time and focus. Now, let's get started. Your life is waiting for you. 1. Acknowledge the illusion of control ****. Many of us expend a great deal of energy attempting to control aspects of life that are beyond our reach. Consider this: how often do you find yourself trying to alter someone's opinion, fix a situation that is irreparable, or cling to something that is already slipping away? Each time you engage in these futile efforts, you are investing your energy into something that will never yield a return. The Stoics made it clear that life consists of two categories: what you can control and what you cannot. Yet, many individuals find themselves trapped in the latter category, fixating on what is unattainable. This fixation often leads to anxiety, frustration, and a persistent sense of failure. This is where dark psychology comes into play. Those who possess a deep understanding of human behavior can exploit this vulnerability. They recognize your desire for validation and control, which stems from an underlying fear of uncertainty. By manipulating this fear, they keep you tethered, constantly seeking approval or attempting to resolve issues that do not even pertain to you. However, the Stoics wanted you to understand that the only thing you can truly control is yourself, your thoughts, actions, and reactions. When you master this, you become impervious to manipulation. No one can take advantage of someone who is firmly rooted in their own power. So, take a moment to ask yourself, what are you trying to control right now that is not yours to manage? What if you redirected that energy towards mastering yourself instead? Make a conscious decision today to stop pursuing what is not yours to control. Free yourself from this illusion. Comment below with "My focus is my freedom" to declare that you are reclaiming your power. 2. The strength of saying no ****. How frequently do you find yourself agreeing to things you would rather avoid? Perhaps you say yes to doing a favor for someone who wouldn't reciprocate, or you agree to a night out when you desperately need rest. Maybe you take on a work task that isn't even your responsibility. Each time you say yes to the wrong commitments, you are inadvertently saying no to yourself. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Saying no is a powerful act. It is a proclamation that your time and energy are valuable and should not be squandered on pursuits that do not contribute to your growth. Now, here's a sobering truth: people often take advantage of those who struggle to assert their boundaries. By learning to say no, you not only protect your time but also affirm your commitment to your own well-being and development. Don't want you to say no, because your boundaries make them uncomfortable when you refuse to bend to their demands. You remind them of what they lack control over themselves, and some will try to guilt you, manipulate you, or even make you feel selfish for protecting your own energy. But here's the Stoic perspective: you're not here to please everyone. You're here to live with purpose, saying no to distractions, toxicity, and people who drain you. It's not selfish, it's essential. So ask yourself, where in your life do you need to start? Who or what is stealing your focus and leaving you feeling empty? Take back your time. Take back your energy. Comment below: no distractions, only direction. If you're ready to guard your focus and prioritize yourself. Number 3. Detachment from outcomes. How many times have you poured your heart and soul into something only to feel crushed when it didn't turn out the way you wanted? A relationship that failed, a job you didn't get, a goal that fell apart. These are one of life's hardest lessons. But the Stoics knew the secret: detach yourself from outcomes. Epicurus said, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. In other words, focus on your effort, not the result. The truth is, you can give 100% to something and still not control the final outcome. But when you obsess over the result, you set yourself up for disappointment, anxiety, and even self-doubt. Now here's the twist: dark psychology shows us that people often manipulate others by tying their worth to specific outcomes. If you don't succeed, you're a failure. If you don't meet this expectation, you're not enough. But what happens when you detach from these strings? You break free from the pressure to be perfect. Suddenly, no one can control you. So what does this look like in real life? It means focusing on what you can do right now, your actions, your preparation, your discipline, and releasing your need to control what happens next. It means understanding that success isn't about the outcome, it's about the person you become in the process. Ask yourself, what are you clinging to right now that's outside your control? How much lighter would you feel if you let it go? Let go of the result. Trust the process. Comment below: I control my effort, not the outcome. If you're ready to free yourself from the weight of expectations. Number 4. Time is your most valuable asset. Let me ask you this: how much time have you already wasted today? Be honest: scrolling on your phone, mindlessly watching TV, engaging in pointless arguments you'll forget about by next week. Here's the thing: time is the most precious resource you have, yet it's the one thing most people give away without a second thought. Seneca said, it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Think about that. Life isn't too short, we make it short by filling it with distractions and meaningless activities. The worst part? You don't get that time back every second wasted. Here's where dark psychology comes into play: the world is designed to steal your time. Social media platforms, advertisers, even people in your life, all thrive on keeping you distracted. Why? Because if you're distracted, you're not focused on yourself. Let's dive into a topic that's crucial for personal growth and fulfillment. If your attention is scattered, you're essentially making it easier for others to influence your decisions. But here's where the incredible philosophy of Stoicism comes into play: when you take the reins of your time, you're essentially seizing control of your entire life. Every single minute that you dedicate to expanding your knowledge, honing your skills, or constructing something of true value is akin to making a wise investment in the person you will become tomorrow. Conversely, every moment that slips through your fingers is like incurring a debt that your future self will have to repay. So, take a moment to ponder this. Just imagine how much more you could achieve if you treated your time with the respect and care it truly deserves, as if it were a precious gem. How much closer could you be to realizing your dreams if you stopped letting it slip away so effortlessly? Start cherishing your time today, treating it as if it were as valuable as gold. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Time is my most valuable currency, and I choose to spend it wisely. If you're eager to make every second truly count, let's move on to number 5, the profound art of self-mastery. If you're unable to govern yourself, someone else will inevitably step in to do it for you. That's a tough reality that many people never truly grasp. Each time you lose your composure, whether it's your temper flaring, your focus wavering, or your discipline crumbling, you're essentially handing over the keys to your life, allowing someone else to steer your course. The ancient philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastery isn't about exerting control over the external world around you. It's about cultivating control over your internal landscape, your thoughts, your feelings, and your habits. When you attain self-mastery, you become an unstoppable force because no external pressure or challenge can shatter your resolve. Here's a glimpse into the darker side of psychology. Individuals who haven't mastered themselves are often easy prey. Manipulators flourish in the absence of your self-control, exploiting your inability to set boundaries, your emotional volatility, and your lack of discipline. However, when you've conquered your inner world, you become untouchable. They can no longer manipulate you like a puppet because you've already severed those strings of control. Self-mastery begins with the smallest of choices. It's about choosing to rise early, even when your bed feels incredibly comfortable. It's about opting for focused attention over the allure of distractions, and choosing delayed gratification over instant pleasure. Over time, these small victories accumulate, gradually shaping you into someone who doesn't merely survive but truly thrives. So, ask yourself this pivotal question: are you truly in control of your life, or is someone or something else pulling the strings? The power to choose lies solely with you. Make the decision today to embark on the journey of mastering yourself. Share your commitment in the comments below. I choose to master myself, not others. If you're ready to take complete control of your inner world, let's proceed to number 6, the insidious nature of comparison, which stealthily steals away our joy. How frequently do you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through social media, comparing the reality of your life to the carefully curated highlight reel of someone else's? Their triumphs, their relationships, their achievements, it all seems so perfect, doesn't it? It can often feel like everyone else is miles ahead of you. But here's the honest truth: comparison is a deceptive trap, and it will systematically strip you of any happiness or peace you've managed to cultivate in your own life. The Stoics were acutely aware of this. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "Don't waste time worrying about what others do better than you, focus instead on what you can do better." The only individual you should ever strive to outdo is the person you were yesterday. Now, let's delve into the darker aspects of psychology. Many of the people you're busy comparing yourself to are intentionally projecting an image of a life that's far from their actual reality. They want you to feel insufficient, to covet what they have. Why? Because when you're preoccupied with feelings of envy, you're distracted from your own personal development. Comparison acts as a blindfold, obscuring the progress you've made. It keeps you trapped in a cycle of constantly measuring yourself against the journeys of others. But your path is entirely unique. No one else shares your exact set of challenges, strengths, or life story. When you fully embrace this truth, you'll stop concerning yourself with what others possess and start focusing on what you can create. So, stop looking outward and start looking inward. Ask yourself this transformative question: what would happen if I stopped comparing myself to others and started building my own unique path? Dedicate yourself to running your own race. Share your commitment in the comments below. My race, my path. If you're ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and tune out the distractions, let's dive into the 7th truth: pain and struggle are essential for building resilience. Think back to the last time you faced a challenge that pushed you to your limits. Did it break you, or did it make you stronger? Here's a profound truth that many people don't want to hear: pain is not your enemy, but rather your greatest teacher. The Stoics fully embrace this idea, with Marcus Aurelius saying, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, your struggles are not obstacles, but rather stepping stones that shape you, sharpen you, and prepare you for the life you're meant to live. This is where dark psychology offers a unique edge. Most people run from pain and avoid discomfort at all costs, which makes them weak and easy to manipulate. However, when you lean into struggle and embrace it, you become unshakable. Pain loses its power over you. Reflect on the hardest moment in your life. Did it break you, or did it reveal a version of yourself that you didn't know existed? Every scar you carry is proof that you survived, and every challenge you face is evidence of your resilience. Pain is not something to fear, but rather a tool to be wielded. So, the next time life gets tough, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, ask, "What is this teaching me?" Because every struggle holds a lesson, and every lesson brings you closer to becoming unstoppable. Embracing your struggles allows them to force you into a stronger, wiser person. As you navigate your journey, remember that struggle is your sharpening stone. If you're ready to see challenges as the keys to your growth, let's move on to the eighth truth, reclaiming your power. Ask yourself, who holds the power in my life right now? Is it me, or is it the opinions of others, the distractions I allow, and the fears that control me? The Stoics believe that power doesn't come from wealth, status, or physical strength, but rather from within. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you stop giving your energy to things that don't matter, you reclaim your power. Here's the dark truth: the world doesn't want you to feel powerful. It thrives on keeping you distracted, dependent, and doubting yourself. Why? Because a distracted mind is a controlled mind. However, the moment you choose to focus on yourself and cut out the noise, you become dangerous in the best possible way. Reclaiming your power means saying no to toxic relationships that drain you, walking away from habits that keep you stuck, and refusing to let fear dictate your actions. It's about deciding every single day that your energy belongs to you and no one else. So, ask yourself, what's draining my power right now? Is it a person, a habit, or a fear? Whatever it is, cut it out. You don't need it. You are stronger than you think, but only if you choose to be. Take your power back and own your life. Remember, your power is your focus. If you're ready to let nothing stand in your way, let's move on to the ninth truth, taking action. What are you waiting for? A sign? A perfect moment? Let me tell you something, the perfect moment doesn't exist. The only time you have is right now. Every second you wait, every excuse you make, you're letting your future slip further out of reach. The Stoics believed in action above all else. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could be good today, but instead." The key is to take action, to stop waiting and start doing. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. You have the power to create the life you want, but you must be willing to take the first step. So, what are you waiting for? Take action, and make today the day you start building the life you deserve. Consider this: how frequently do you find yourself saying that you will begin tomorrow? You tell yourself that tomorrow is the day you will concentrate on your aspirations, the day you will change your habits for the better. However, the truth is that tomorrow often becomes a deceptive notion we use to rationalize our desire to remain in our comfort zones. This is precisely where the principles of dark psychology come into play, feeding off your indecision. Each moment you postpone taking action makes you more susceptible to control, distraction, and manipulation. When you procrastinate, you inadvertently surrender your power to those forces that wish to keep you from progressing. But here's the encouraging part: you don't have to wait for a specific moment or seek anyone's approval to take that crucial first step. Whether it involves embarking on a new project, distancing yourself from negative influences, or dedicating yourself to becoming a better version of yourself, the ability to act lies entirely within you. So, what will your choice be? Will you sit back and allow life to unfold around you, or will you take the initiative to shape your own destiny? Make the decision today to stop waiting and start taking action. If you're ready to seize control of your life and move forward without looking back, comment below with, "Today is my turning point." Thank you for tuning into this video on Stoic wisdom. If this message resonated with you, please remember to like, subscribe, and enable notifications for more transformative Stoic insights. Share this video with someone who could benefit from hearing it. Keep in mind that your future is determined by the actions you take today. Let's make those actions meaningful. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.